Hey guys, welcome back to the Desert Wine Guy. So today, first of all, I want to say Happy New Year to everybody. Okay, I hope everybody went through New Year's Eve safe. And yes, that is my dog. Thank you, Leonardo. I appreciate it. You'll probably see more of him throughout the video. Anyway, as I was saying, I hope everybody made it through New Year's safely. Okay, no alcohol incidents, no incidents at all, actually. So what I wanted to talk about today was the mystery that the wine industry and certain people related to the wine industry want to keep when it comes to concerning wine. Okay, wine is not a mysterious liquid. Okay, does it take some learning? Does it take some research and learning about? Absolutely. Okay. And that's one of the reasons why I actually started my channel. I got really tired of reading wine magazines and them using phrases but not really explaining them, or them one day talking about how the really hot weather the vineyard went through was great, but then the very next day saying the very hot weather the vineyard went through was bad, even though the temperatures were both the same on either side. Okay. I got really tired of reading like a wine advertisement, or reading an article that was made by a winemaker that would talk about French oak. Okay, but what they wouldn't say, they wouldn't give you the real information was, is the French oak new? Is it used? Okay, or is it neutral, where it doesn't imply any of itself into the wine at all. Okay, but they use terms like neutral. Okay, neutral means old. Okay, it's neutral. It's neutral to the effects it has on the wine. Okay, so as I said, I decided to start this channel. Okay, this is wine for the average person. Now there may be times when I review a wine that's a little bit outside of what the average person's wine price would be, but I try to stay around the $15-20 range in price. Okay, so there's really no mystery to wine. Okay, it's basically alcoholic grape juice. Okay, there are a lot of YouTube channels, and I happen to be looking at one right now. For instance, I'll go ahead and promote them. Wine's Till Sold Out. Okay. Now, yes, he does work for a company that sells wine, and that's another big thing you have to watch out for. How much can you trust from a company that actually sells that product? Okay. For instance, even over here on Wine's Till Sold Out, he's not going to promote a wine that his company sells that's a bad wine. He's not going to have a wine in front of him and taste the wine and say, oh, this wine is terrible, guys. Terrible. But yet he's selling it. Okay? So you got to remember, he's biased, heavily biased. Okay? And the same thing goes for a lot of these YouTube channels that actually make wine or sell wine. Okay? So that's a really big red flag. However, there are things that are put out on channels like Wine's Till Sold Out where they actually give you information on the making of wine and what to look for in a good wine, and also what to stay away from as well, or what's really important, what's really not important. So I want you guys to keep that in mind as well. Like I said, there's a lot of, here, I'm going to go through some of my stuff right here, because I want you guys to see a little bit of who I go to. Okay. And this guy's amazing. He's a master of wine, and his YouTube channel, if you go to YouTube and punch in Konstantin Baum, Konstantin, separate word, Baum, you'll come across this channel. This guy's amazing. Okay, this guy is so humble. He's funny at times too, but yet he's very, very informative. Now remember, he's a master of wine. Okay, which is extremely hard to get. There's not that many. Okay, he'll do blind tasting, and there'll be times he'll even trip out on himself how he got a wine wrong. and he doesn't edit that. He just goes with it. Okay, so I highly recommend you check out his channel. Again, he keeps it real. As far as I know, he doesn't sell anything. Okay. There's another one called No Sediment. She's amazing. I forgot where she's from, but she's amazing. It's called No Sediment. Go to YouTube and find her. I highly recommend you follow her as well. There's a couple of people here that are really amazing. Wisconsin Wine Guy. Okay, again, he doesn't sell anything. Wine on a Dime. He doesn't sell anything as well. So there's a few people out there that are kind of doing things along the lines of what I'm doing. But what I find really funny was, as far as I know, the time I got started with this Desert Wine Guy thing, I was the only one who was coming at people from an average person's point of view. Everybody else, wine spectator, wine enthusiast, they were all coming at people from the snooty point of view, where I know what you don't know. I'm selling this wine over here for $300 and you need to buy it or else you're not really a wine lover type thing, And to me that really hurts the industry. Good wine is made in other places aside from Napa. Okay? You've got Arizona, believe it or not. Yes, Arizona in the desert with the heat, yes. Back when I lived in Las Vegas, or I started the whole Desert Wine Guy thing, that's why you got the Desert Wine Guy, I would take trips to Arizona. You had the Valley Verde Wine Trail, okay, that would take you through as high as Jerome, which is an old mining town, and they have wineries up there as well. And I started tasting their wines, and I was truly amazed by them. If you like an earthy, peppery red Cabernet Sauvignon, or even a Tempranillo, go to Arizona or try to get some wines from Arizona, because as far as I know, I'm not aware of any of these wineries who ship out of state. Okay, these are small wineries. Their grapes are grown in Wilcox, Arizona, which is, again, is a small area. And why they're not known for wine, I truly have no idea. But if you ever go through Arizona and get a chance to taste some of their wines, I highly recommend you do that. So that's all I wanted to say to you guys. I know it's a lot, and I hope you guys understood what I'm trying to say. Wine is not a mystery, okay? All these people that want to push it as a mystery, stay away from them, okay? Because they have an agenda behind that. Wine shouldn't be an agenda. Wine should be fun. Your palate is different than my palate, probably. Okay, my palate's different than your palate, probably. Or maybe we got the same palate, okay? So what I highly recommend you do here is find somebody that has your palate. Read a review of a wine and what they say about that wine, and if they end up liking it or not, will give you a clue on whether or not you should follow that person, or whether you could follow that person with their particular thoughts on a red wine. Now, their view of white wines may be different than yours, but at least you found somebody that is compatible with your palate, that you can go ahead and actually follow them and be somewhat assured that if they recommend a wine, you're probably going to like that wine. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys have a great new year, okay? Whatever resolutions you made, I hope you're able to follow through on them. And as always, be responsible with your drinking, guys, okay? Don't go out there and get drunk and get in your car and hurt somebody else or hurt yourself. Yeah, I've seen this for many years. I've been around people that have done this, and I'll just leave it at that. I'm not talking about my family or anything like that. But yeah, be careful what you do with alcohol, guys. Enjoy your alcohol, okay? Drink responsibly, okay? And you got the whole world at your fingertips right here. You can learn anything you want to know about wine. I highly recommend that you do what I did and learn. And if you want to start a YouTube channel and do what I'm doing right now, that'd be awesome, because there's really not many people out there doing it from this point of view. All right, guys. I know I've said a lot. I'll speak to you guys later. Thanks for checking out the Desert Wine Guy.